Rhys, I know you'll be disappointed ultimately with the result, but is it fair for me to say that there's a lot that we can take from that performance compared to last week?
Sorry. I think compared to last week, I thought the first 45 minutes was probably the best we've looked in terms of our shape and our structure, and probably just missing that final wee bit of end product, decision making and quality in the final third. And then second half we don't start the second half as well as we'd like, in terms of we stop kind of doing the stuff that worked so well for us in that first half, and then obviously bitterly disappointed and frustrated to concede in the last minute, because to be fair I felt that the amount of work that the boys and stuff had put in, it's probably the minimum that they deserved. We can be a wee bit self-critical in terms of, I think Mox has one there that he's got to be scoring, but overall when I look back and I watch it and stuff again, but overall in the consensus of what I've seen pitch side was that a draw would have been probably a fair result, but performance level, especially in that first 45, probably merited that.
We certainly looked, I don't know if this is a fair phrase, but we certainly looked a lot more like ourselves, especially like you say in that first 45. The press clearly been worked on, the shape was really good, and you could see the belief growing in the players the longer the half went on.
Aye, but again we put the work in, and we obviously went with a kind of shape, and we'd worked on our press and our triggers and stuff, and almost wanted us to get that little bit of kind of identity back, certainly since I've been at the club. There's almost been that high energy, and listen, it's easy to come away from home, and listen, Livy are kind of one of the teams who are tipped for automatic promotion, so we've got to give them respect as well. But I thought first half, the amount of turnovers that we won, the amount of times that we initiated pressure, won the ball back, and like I said, it was that next bit, whether it be the pass or the shot, or just being a wee bit kind of sloppy in that kind of final third. But for certainly large parts of that game, I was very pleased.
Scored a really good goal, Aaron getting another one, his second goal of the season, and but for the offside flag and good goalkeeping, or maybe a shot that Mox should put away, could have had more goals. Like you say, it's just that sickener right at the death, and in fairness, a really good finish.
Aye, but again, that's fine margins. You know, it's Mox is, I think it's maybe 5 or 6 yards out, a chance to go and put yourself in the lead, and you end up conceding one from 20 yards. So football's like that sometimes, and when you're not getting the break of things, as we're not just now, then that's football. You know, it's about kind of dealing with that, learning from it, and trying to kind of work and improve. And like I said last week in Morton, and even kind of the week before, it wasn't us. We can hold my hands up and say we'd kind of deserve to get beat, and the manner of the performance wasn't up to standard. But it's a harder one to take, because like I say, we've come away from home to a difficult venue, a team who, when you're on that wee bit of kind of form that's low in confidence, to come away from home and put in a level of performance, certainly for the first 45 and parts of the second half, probably deserved more from the game that we got. And then obviously the timing of the goal is that kind of wee bit more sickening to take.
It's a cruel sport. It doesn't seem to miss you when you're down. It always seems to hit you at those moments with something like that. But as much as this is small beer, I suppose, in the immediate aftermath of a defeat, play like that every week and we're going to get plenty of wins in this division.
No, listen, again, I'm the one who stresses that point, and I'm a firm believer that performance over result. This is probably one of these ones where your performance level probably deserved and merited more than you got from the game. But listen, we'll be able to look over the weekend and analyse the game back, and there'll be so many good things that we've seen, positive things that we've seen, things that we can tidy up on and improve, and give us that kind of base and foundation to then go and work on, obviously, for next week. And like I say, compared to recent weeks, it was almost kind of back to ourselves. And listen, the stuff in the final third in terms of the quality and stuff, that obviously comes down to a bit of confidence. Boys have been through a few negative results as well as performances, and it's no easy. You're not just going to come out and go and win a game 6-0 and comfortably kind of win a game of football. That never happens. So, but you've got to do the basics well. And for large parts of that game today, I thought we were really good. Certainly in that first half, like I said, I was pleased. I came in at half time and tried to give a balanced view in terms of what I've seen. I struggled to find a negative apart from just that final wee bit of quality in the final third. Could we then get a lead? We conceded obviously the first goal after virtually dominating the whole of the first half against the run of play, but again the response is great. We score quite early after that. Big Reid gets another goal. It's a pattern of play that we worked on in training. It's into Lewis. Dylan's then released himself, got himself being positive in the final third, puts the ball between the posts, and my striker and my centre forwards in there to tap it in. So loads of things that I liked, loads of things obviously to be frustrated and down about, but like I said, when I go and I think when you reflect on the game and take the emotion out of the immediate aftermath right now, there's certainly loads of things that we can build and use.
I know he had to come off, and it's probably far too early to know for sure, but please tell me Dylan McDonald's not getting added to that injury list.
No, listen, it's a difficult kind of situation just now, but as I said to the boys in there, it's football, you know, there's no point in, I'm certainly not going to sit and make excuses and want everybody to feel sorry for us. That's not the way that I am as a person. We're going through a wee bit of a scenario just now where it almost just seems to be one thing after another, which sometimes you can't control. It gives an opportunity for others. So again, I think it was just from the initial tackle in the first half, I think, down here in the corner, and obviously we're struggling to continue on, but listen, we'll assess it, give him a couple of days obviously to Monday. Hopefully he'll be icing, and we'll reassess Monday, see how he is. But listen, if that's the case, that's the case, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. You've just got to get on with it as best you can.
Brilliant. Rhys McCabe, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thanks, man. Aaron, first we'll start on the positives. Another really good goal for yourself. You must be delighted with the finish.
I'm delighted to get another goal. It's just obviously disappointing losing a goal so late in the game. I thought we were excellent today, but just that lapse in concentration at the end cost us again. So
we talked about it in commentary, we talked about it with the manager as well. That looked a lot more like this Airdrie team today.
Yeah, 100%. I thought we were very good the first half. The whole game plan that we've worked on the whole week came to fruition in the first half. I kind of thought we stepped off it a wee bit second half. We were looking a bit more, sitting a little bit deeper than what we wanted to be. So that I think that's where the goals come from in the second half. And then obviously a wee mistake for the first one. But I thought we were very good today. It's just a disappointing result again.
And we talked as well about the kind of cruelness of the sport, getting that late goal, you know, just kind of kills us right at the end of the game, not much time to bounce back from it. But you've got to take so much as a squad from how you went about your business for almost all that match. 100%.
There's a lot to build off of today. I thought first half intensity was very good. I think we need to try and bring that every week from now going forward. So I think second half, if we kept up that same intensity, it could have been a different story. I did think we also had chances in the second half. We could have put the game to bed. It's just we've not taken them, unfortunately.
It's big moments in football games, and like we say, when it's against you, sometimes football can be extra cruel. But we have a couple of good chances, like you say, we don't quite get it, and then one from 20 yards that there's not much you can do about it once it hits it.
It's a story of two halves, I would have said, but again, there's positives in the second half as well. It's just we need to try and getting the chances to put the game to bed. It needs to hit the back of the net. Unfortunately, it's not happened today, but a lot to build off of, I thought, today. So positives there, but obviously the result's not so positive.
Absolutely. It's always sore, and it always feels worse after a defeat, and you obviously will have to go away during the week, pick the bones out of it, and then build the next week. But the dressing room that you've just come out of, the belief must be there when you can put in performances like that you can go get a win next week, week after, etc.
Yeah, 100%. I think we all know as a team, we discussed it on Monday where we thought we went wrong, and we've already been through that a wee bit in the change room already. But I think training this week, we just need to bring the same intensity as what it was the same last week. I think it showed in the performance the difference in intensity we've brought at training. So I think if we bring that again this week, we've got a very good chance of getting a win on Saturday.
Aaron, thanks for your time. Thank you.
No worries at all. Thank you.